Hi, I'm Bronwyn Ison, and I am so excited to bring you yoga for your aching back. This is definitely a request, so hopefully this will fulfill the need of you getting some relief for your lower back and maybe the mid and upper. So I'm gonna try to give you as much as I possibly can here so that you can start to feel a little bit better. So first of all, what we're gonna do is we're gonna come onto our back and we're just going to ease ourselves on down. So take your time. And you're gonna hug your knees in towards your chest, okay? So just hug in. And you're just gonna get a nice gentle massage onto the lower back. So you can hold on to the top of your knees and you can make some little circles here. So this is getting right into that sacrum area. Feel free to just take your time. May take a little bit of abdominal control. So it's so you're just making some circles right onto your ceiling. Hug those knees in. And you may feel that release already into the lower back. So every so often I'll kind of feel my lower back give way a little, and so it's nice to come to these yoga postures that can give us some relief. I'm going to slowly lower the soles of the feet on down to your mat. Then you're just going to bring your arms into cactus or out into a T out to the side. I kind of like mine in cactus. You're going to give a gentle sway of the knees from side to side. So you're just going to very gently windshield wiper the knees as they go back and forth. Now it's as though you've got a slow drizzle onto that windshield, so these windshield wipers are just going really easy. Nice, steady, and slow. So the idea is to start to wake up that lower back with just these little gentle sways. You're going to notice that the abdominals are going to work a little bit. Checking in with your breath, that Ujjayi breath. I never want you to lose sight of your breathing. Let's go ahead and sway those knees on over to the left. Sinking in. If it feels comfortable for you, you're going to pick the left foot up, place it on top of the right thigh. Now if you feel any pressure or anything that's uncomfortable, especially into the knee area, you're gonna want to just release the foot and just let the knee sway to that left side. Inhaling and exhaling. Slowly release that left foot and then bring the knees back to center. Let's sway them on over to the right. You might need to just adjust a little bit. You're going to pick the right foot up and place it on top of the left side, on that left thigh. Now, here's the thing. You're going to notice the difference between the two sides of the body. One side is generally a little tighter than the other. So just be patient with yourself. And if something just feels painful on one side, you've got to come out of it. Okay? So go ahead and release that foot from the top of the thigh, come back to center, and let's just sway the knees again. Side to side. Slowly coming to center. We're going to bring the heels so they're right in line with your sit bones. Point those knees up. You've got an imaginary block in between your knees. The arms stay down at your off of the mat. Now, I want you to be really mindful that you resist that temptation to turn your head from side to side when you have your hips elevated, because when the hips are elevated and you're turning your head to the side, it's really not great for your cervical spine. So we want to do everything with safety first. Firm down through the four corners of your feet. So sometimes I'll see this action where the feet lift, right? Press down, flat arms, and then slowly inhale, pick those hips up. This will help to release any pressure into the lower back. Then you're going to slowly release down. And then you're going to just scoop the tailbone forward, connecting the lower back with the mat. Then you're going to let the hips release. Get a nice little arch into your back. So you're going to notice you've got some space here. Then you're going to slowly connect the lower back into the mat and gently lift the hips. We don't need to come full bridge. Then you're going to slowly lower on down. Remember, you're not letting the knees sway out to the side. Drop the tailbone down. Notice the space that you're making right to the lower back. And then again, connect. Lifting the hips. Lowering the hips down, and one more time, create space. Nice little arch into the back. And then go ahead and connect into your mat. Slowly draw your knees in towards your chest. We're going to circle the knees out. So the knees are going to circle out and draw in. And circle out and draw in. One more time. Circle out and draw in. Now let's reverse. Open out to the side and draw in. Out to the side and draw in. And out to the side and draw in. Curl into a ball. Slowly release. Let the soles of the feet come on down to your mat. Reach your right arm over your head. Let's just roll on over to our right side. And slowly press yourself on up. Make your way into a seated position of that of Baddha Konasana, where the soles of the feet together. All right, so we're going to inhale. You're going to exhale. You're going to get a nice release here into the lower back as you slowly lower on down. And then slowly hold on to your shins. Tilt your head slightly back. And then exhale, lower on forward, releasing down. And slowly up. And opening up. And lowering on down. Arms up. We're going to take a gentle twist over the knee, which will also help release the lower back. Slowly unwind. Let's twist on over to the other side as you find length in the spine. Exhale, twist. And slowly unwind. Let's draw the knees together. Go ahead and bring your legs back and behind you. Bring your right foot on up. Reach that left leg back. We're going to sink down just a little bit. So a lot of times when we have pressure or achiness into the back, it's because because we have tight hips, tight hamstrings, and weak abdominals. Resting here for just a moment. So we're getting into the hip flexors, which also can create pain in the back if they're tight. And if the psoas is really tight, you're gonna experience some back pain as well. So now we're gonna just lengthen out that front leg, draw your toes back towards you, and sink down. So we're getting into that hamstring, lowering that right hip back and down, feeling the calf open as well. We're gonna slowly come on forward, and we're gonna curl the back toes under and straighten out the front and back leg and bow. Little sway, maybe side to side. Inhale, look up. Take a bend into the knee and bring this right leg back. And let's just switch sides. Left foot comes forward. We come nice and deep into this lunge. We steady ourselves here. We feel the difference between the two sides. I can certainly feel the difference. I'm always a little tighter on one side than the other. And the reason for that, if you're wondering, is because of the law of compensation. We have a tendency to favor one side of our body, or perhaps you've had an injury on one side of your body and you've been compensating on that other side. So it just, it's common. So don't think that you're alone. And then go ahead and slowly straighten out that front leg and draw your toes back towards you and slowly come on up and curl the back toes under, straighten the back leg, and now straighten the front leg and bow forward. Lift away from the mat. And then slowly come on down to the knee and release that leg back. Go ahead and sway the hips a little side to side. Barrel circle maybe the hips. Always like that one. And then go ahead and swing it out. All right, I'm going to have you bring your legs back and around. And this is probably something that you may have not seen coming, but I did mention that when you have a sore back, a lot of times it's because we're rather weak into the abdominals. So it's so important to strengthen the abdominals. I happen to love working my abdominals. It's one of the most favorite parts of the body that I enjoy working. This is a really, really vital part of your body. It is the center of all your movement. So it's really, really important that you are strong there. Go ahead and slowly, we'll just start right here and make your way onto your back. And lower on down. I'm going to keep this really simple for you. So we were already here hugging our knees in towards our chest. We're going to bring the legs up and we're going to flex the feet, okay? You're going to interlace your fingers and bring them back and behind your head. You leave the elbows nice and wide. We're going to come into some yogi bicycles. We keep the throat open, we tilt the head back. We're going to reach the left leg forward. You're going to draw the right knee in. You're going to bring that left elbow up to tap. So I'm not clenching forward. I stay nice and wide. You have control as to how far down you want to lower your leg. I recommend you keep it engaged. Keep everything nice and strong. So now we're going to alternate, and you're going to alternate, and you're going to tap opposite elbow to the knee, and you're just going to twist, okay? This gets into the obliques. This is about our fourth one. We're going to take 15. So here's 4. Now some of you may want to get a little more into it. no problem, give it all you got. And you may want to double tap. So we might be on about 8. Let's go 5 more on each side. So let's go for 4, 3, 2, and last one. Good. And lower the soles of the feet down. Arms come into cactus. Tilt your head back and maybe just rock your head side to side. You might feel a little fire into the belly. You might feel that the abdomen is nice and warm, so this is good. And right back to center. Arms down at your side, little bridge pose here. Remember, don't turn your head. And then slowly release on down. We're gonna keep the left sole of the foot down onto your mat. It's gonna point up, okay, the knee will point up. Your right leg is gonna come up. Interlace your hands behind your right hamstring. I'm gonna have you just round out the ankle in both directions. Then you can point and flex. Listen to the sound of your breath. So another opportunity to get into the hamstring, just stretching everything out. Holding on, drawing towards you. One thing I want you to be mindful of is that this right hip is down into your mat. Some of you might like a little bit of support. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna come into some little leg climbers. So another great opportunity to work the abs. Now, if you need a little support for the back of your head, you're gonna bring your left fingertips to the back of your head. You're gonna drop the head back into your fingertips and support. Keep that throat open. Now, what you're gonna do is you're gonna lift, and maybe you're not gonna use the hands at the back of the head at all. So often what I see is a jerking motion, okay? We don't wanna jerk. We want to lift and lower. We're gonna go for 15. Here's 2. 10 more. Take it easy. Here's 10. We've only got 5 more. Here's 5. 3, 2, 1. Great job. Rest your right ankle on top of your left thigh. You're gonna pick the left leg up. You're gonna weave the right hand through this diamond area. You're gonna come around to the top of the shin, okay? And I'm gonna just have you relax this left foot. However, I'm gonna have you flex the right foot. You're gonna draw the left knee in. You're gonna use your right elbow into the inner thigh to gently press that right knee away, or that right inner thigh. So what you should be feeling is a big opening into the hips. And when we get into the hips and open them up, this helps to release and relieve back pain, which is what we want to do. We want to relieve any sort of back pain. Just listening to the sound of your breath. All right, slowly release that right foot on down. Real simple. And now straighten the left leg. So of course we've got to even it out. Draw that left leg in towards you. You're gonna feel that nice long lengthening of the hamstring. Point, flex, round it out. And then just go ahead and same thing on this side. So if you need that support for your head, bring the right fingertips to the back of your head. You're gonna lift up or no no support at all, and you're gonna pulse up, no jerking for 15. So you're gonna pulse 2, 3. Let's go 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now this left ankle comes on over to the right thigh. Take the right foot up, weave the hands through, come on top of the shin. And I'm gonna have you just relax this. Now right foot, draw the right knee in. Oh, let's gently press the left knee out and flex the left foot. Oh, this feels so good into this hip. So you're definitely gonna recognize which side is tighter. So tonight, today I'm feeling a little bit more tension on my left side. So this feels really, really, really good. So you just rest here. I'm gonna slowly release, soften the foot on down and release that left foot down. Reach your arms up and over your head. Reach your legs out. I'm going to have you do the best that you can. You're going to slowly roll yourself on up using the strength of your abdominals. And then go ahead, come around. So once again, when your hamstrings are tight, this can lead to a lot of back pain. So let's get into those hamstrings. You're gonna bring your foot on in and really reach that other leg out to the side. Just gonna get into the hamstrings and inner thigh. You wanna keep this leg active. If you need support for this knee, slide a blanket or a towel, bolster if you have one, block, whatever it is that you can help support that knee so that you're not holding on to tension into the hip flexor, because that's what we're trying to get away from. So you want to sit up nice and tall. You're going to inch forward and we're going to come on down. Now, if your booty starts to leave the earth, that means you've gone way too far. You want to sink back. So we never, ever, ever want to compromise the integrity of the posture. I'd rather have your bottom down and you're not reaching very far. But remember, it's not about how far you're reaching, it's about what you're feeling and what you're benefiting from the posture. I cannot stress this enough. So let's inhale and exhale. We'll just meet together right where you're supposed to be and right where I'm supposed to be. You can drop the head. Feel a little sway, go side to side. Reach the fingertips on the inside of the leg. Now, remember, it doesn't matter how far your hand comes. Nice, long, straight arm. Let's rotate the chest into the midline and reach on over, creating space through the side body. You can probably feel that hamstring. And then slowly raise yourself on up. Let's go ahead and meet in the middle again and lower on. Slowly coming on up. Lean back and swap out the legs. Real simple. Again, support this knee if it needs it. Sitting up nice and tall, nice engagement into the leg. We stay active. Booty stays down onto the floor and you fold on forward. Oh yes, feel that openness that you can get. A big, big, nice long stretch that you ever so deserve. Slowly come on up, fingertips on the inside, and let's reach on over. Don't let this knee lift up, keep it on down, and reach over. And slowly come on up, let's exhale, fold on forward. this, as you draw your knee in towards your chest, may be plenty of a hip stretch for you. That's perfectly fine. However, I'm going to encourage you to see if you can't stack the knees the best that you can into what is called shoelace posture. So you'd stack the knees. Don't worry about if they stack all the way or not, okay? No judgment, no comparison, all right? We bring the feet out to the side as far as possible if you are stacking the knees. You might feel this right away getting into the hips. You're gonna inhale, exhale, fold on forward. Yep, it gets right into those hips. It feels really juicy. So it's getting in there. Probably feels a little tight or maybe a lot tight. Slowly coming on up. Now a lot of times too, if you find that you, go ahead and switch out the legs, you sit a lot or you stand a lot, chances are you're gonna have some back pain. So same thing on this side, draw that knee in. Like I said, this may be enough for you and that's great. Or you might do your best to stack the knees, bring the feet apart, inhale and exhale, slowly lower on down. Feel the difference between the two sides. Know that you're doing ever so much goodness for your body right now. Opportunity to work those abs. I'm going to have you slowly lower on down. Reach that left leg out in front of you. Hug your right knee to the outside of the rib cage. Release the right leg down. Hug the left knee to the outside of the rib cage. Really good, yummy squeeze. Slowly release that left leg down. Let's reach our arms up and over our head. Oh, the length that we've made, the release that we've made, the openness that we have allowed to happen in our body. And now exhale, bring your arms down at your side. We're coming into the most important pose, Shavasana. Stilling the mind and body simultaneously is the goal. Rest here, do your best not to fidget, let your feet fall out to the side, let the palms rest open. Surrender, be weightless. Close your eyes. Allow yourself to just be still. Right arm up and over your head. Let's gently roll to the right side. Rest onto your bicep for just a moment. And that strong upper body of yours presses all the way to come to a comfortable seated position. Lengthen through the spine, heads of the shoulders back. Let's rest our hands on our heart. Dip your chin towards your chest. It's so great to practice with you. I'm so thankful you joined me, and I wish to you a happy, healthy, and safe rest of your day. Namaste.